Hey guys, it's Jeremy from HowToHockey.com. I'm working with HockeyShot.com and we're bringing you a series of hockey training videos. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can improve your snapshot at home. First, I'm going to talk about what you need to work on your snapshot, and then I'll get to the tips. So first thing I recommend is a lot of pucks. So I've got a bunch there in a milk crate to carry them all around, and basically just buy some every chance you get. Every time you go to a hockey store, reach in your pocket, pull out some change, buy a handful of pucks, and before you know it, you'll have a bunch. Here I've got a hockey shooting pad. It's a roll-up shooting pad. Got that from HockeyShot.com. Definitely need a nice smooth surface to practice your shooting, because if you don't, you're going to wreck your stick and it won't be like shooting on the ice. So I like a nice big roll-up shooting pad. I've got a second one here close to the net, and of course you'll need a net. So I've got this Easy Goal, and it's got the backstop. I've had this thing for probably about 3 years, left it outside the entire time, and it's holding up great still. So it withstands a lot of abuse, and I have the backstop as well, so I don't have to run and chase the pucks all the time. So that's my basic setup, and now I'm going to get to the training tips. My first training tip that would apply to a lot of things that you do off the ice, but especially for the snapshot, is to train off the ice how you would play on the ice. So a good example is practicing the snapshot. You can see I've got my shooting pad moved in a bit closer than when I was practicing my wrist shot, and the reason for that is because for snapshots, I mostly take them when I'm within, say, 10 to 20 feet of the net. So any further back than that, maybe 10 to 25, any further back than that, I'm going to take the full wrist shot. So I'm not going to have the shooting pad 30 feet back and practice my snapshots, because that's not what I want to do in a game. So that's the first tip, is to bring that shooting pad in closer and work on the snapshots from in close. And if you want to practice your harder shots, then move the shooting pad back farther, because that's where you would normally take the harder shots. So that's the first one. Get in close and make your training off the ice a lot like how you would play on the ice. So let's get to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is a tip that I also use for the wrist shots, and that is get a lot of pucks. You want at least 30, 40, even 50 pucks, because the more pucks you have, the more time you can spend shooting them and the less time you have to go and collect them. If you only have 5 pucks, you're going to spend a lot of time trying to find that last one, that 5th puck, right? You find 4 and then you have to go find that 5th one, wherever it is. So get about 50 pucks and just keep shooting, and you don't have to spend as much time collecting the pucks. Tip number 3, we'll get to technique. So now we're going to talk about technique. I'm not going to show you exactly how to do the snapshot, because I just did a video on the ice for that, so you can check out that video if you're looking for some more help. But I'll give you a few little pointers to get more power and increase sort of the accuracy of your snapshot. So the first thing that you want to do is have your chest facing the net. So with a wrist shot, I'm going to be standing like this, because you can get more power. But for the snapshot, we're not really practicing power. It's good to have, but what you really want is that quick release. So have your chest facing the net, you're looking at the net, and you're basically practicing like you're in stride, you're skating, and getting that snap off. And you can even kind of like walk on the spot and then take that shot to get that feeling of your legs moving. So that's the tip right there, is have your chest facing the net, and if you'd like, you can even sort of like run in the spot, so you can work on getting that weight transfer. So that's the next tip that I'll get to. This next tip is for weight transfer. A lot of players, they get in a bad habit when they're shooting off the ice to just stand straight-legged. You can see I'm standing straight up, but I can still take a snapshot right there, right? I mean, it was an all right shot, but you can get a lot more power if you transfer your weight. So get into the habit of shooting off the ice like you shoot on the ice. Get in that hockey stance. So you can see now my legs are bent, and that can help you sort of get that motion like you're actually skating, and you can walk back and forth like I said, and it'll train you to have those knees bent when you're shooting, because that's how you can get a little bit more power. So say you're on the ice, even off the ice, right? Have those knees bent, lean in, transfer the weight to this leg, and then get that shot off. So don't just stand there and snap with your hands, because then you're going to get in that bad habit. When you get on the ice, that's how you're going to shoot. So bend those knees, get in that hockey stance, and then push your weight over, transfer the weight onto this leg right here. You don't want to lean too far over, because then you're going to be off balance. Basically just line your nose up there. So start like this, like you're skating, lean over, and get that shot. My last tip for the snapshot is to get your hands out in front of you. A lot of players don't really do this. They keep their top hand right here on their hip, and they only shoot with their bottom hand. But especially with the snapshot, this top hand is very important. All right. So if you're only taking your snapshot like this, you're getting about half the power that you could. You want to get your hand right out here. I'll show you a picture right now of TJ Oshie, and he's taking a snapshot, and you can see his hands are right out in front of him, and you can see he's flexing the stick at the same time. And it's a snapshot, you can tell, because he's transferring his weight onto this leg, and he's got his other leg up in the air. So I'm going to show you that picture right now. The reason you want to get those hands out in front of you is because a snapshot is all basically snap. There's no prep of it, so you can't get power right here when you're pulling the puck, right? And you can't get as much power from the weight transfer, because you're just leaning on this one leg. So what you want to do is get those hands right out in front of you, so you can get all the power from pulling here and pushing there and getting that snap. So you see how much head speed I can build up on the stick by just pulling here and pushing there. So you want to take advantage of that. If your hand's right here, you can't get as much snap. right? So you got to get that hand out in front of you and get that snap motion. I'll show you a few shots right now using all these tips that I just gave you. What I'm doing here is I've moved the shooting pad close to the net, so I'm within that snapshot distance. I'm gonna have my chest facing the net. I'm gonna stay in that hockey stance, and I'm gonna work on that weight transfer, so pushing, leaning over, and having my weight on this foot that's closest to the blade of my stick, and also get those hands out in front of me and get that snap. I've got 8 pucks here, so I'm gonna try to go 4 top right, 4 top left, see what my accuracy is like. And you're gonna notice that what I do is I kind of jump into that shot, and that sort of simulates taking a stride, because when I'm shooting on the ice, I'm gonna really push off that back leg to get the weight transfer to this leg when I'm shooting. And that helps put more power in the net, into the shot. Because basically what you're doing, pushing off that back leg, you're getting energy sent towards the net, right? And the energy is gonna be carried through onto the puck and give you a more powerful shot. So really on the ice, you're never really standing still. So try to make it like you're skating. So sort of jump into that shot to get a bit more power going towards the net. Ah, post. There you go, 3 out of 4 top right. See how my accuracy is top left. Oh, messed up that last one. So 3 for 4 on top right and 3 for 4 top left. That's it. Those tips should give you a lot of ideas on how you can improve your snapshot at home and also help you improve your snapshot quite a bit. If you guys are looking for more tips on hockey training, check out howtohockey.com. Do all kinds of videos and articles on how to improve everything from skating, stick handling, shooting, you name it. We got an article for it and a video. If you guys are looking for any of those products that I was using, like the hockey shooting pad, we got the Easy Goal behind us, the backstop targets, or even something really cool like a radar gun for working on your speed, check out HockeyShot.com. Thanks a lot for watching the videos, and we'll see you in the next one.